You've probably heard it a million times. Drink more water. But what if that's not always the best advice? Today, we're going to look beyond the basics and figure out what you should actually be drinking and when to give your body exactly what it needs in any given situation.
I mean, think about it for a second. The way you need to hydrate after a super intense workout is totally different from how you need to rehydrate when you're down with a stomach bug, right? So why would we automatically reach for the same exact drink? That's the big question we're diving into right now.
And really, it all comes down to this one simple difference. Plain old water, it's perfect for quenching simple everyday thirst. But then you have these functional beverages. Their job is way bigger than just giving you H2O. They're designed to actively replace critical stuff your body has lost. So, let's get into the specifics. What are those moments when your body is practically screaming for something more than just water? The secret ingredient here? Electrolytes. I know, that's not just some marketing buzzword. These are crucial minerals. We're talking sodium, potassium, that basically act like little traffic cops for all the fluids in your body. When you sweat a ton or get sick, you lose them, and plain water just can't bring them back. All right, let's start with a true hydration crisis, when you're sick. Look, nobody likes to talk about it, but it's a really common situation. When you're losing fluids that fast from a stomach bug, you're also losing a massive amount of those essential electrolytes. And in that moment, what you choose to drink becomes absolutely critical.
So, the undisputed champion in this scenario is something called an oral rehydration solution, or ORS. It's a very specific, scientific mix of water, salts, and a little glucose. And that sugar isn't just for taste, it's actually the key that unlocks your intestines and helps them absorb that water and salt as efficiently as possible.
And the evidence on this is just overwhelming. ORS isn't just a good idea, it's the clinical gold standard. This simple formula has literally saved millions of lives, and it is, without a doubt, the most powerful tool you have for fighting dehydration when you're sick.
Okay, let's totally pivot now from sickness to sweat. What happens when you're pushing your body to its absolute limits during exercise? Well, your hydration needs change completely. Now, we're not talking about a gentle walk around the neighborhood here. We're talking about workouts that are long, think over an hour, and intense enough to make you sweat a lot. You're not just losing water, you're losing electrolytes, and you're burning through your fuel reserves. This is exactly where a classic sports drink comes into play. They are literally engineered for this moment. The carbs give you a quick shot of fuel to keep your muscles firing, and the electrolytes, especially sodium, help your body hang on to the fluid you're taking in. But what about after you finish that last rep? The job isn't over. Your body now has to switch into recovery mode. It needs to rehydrate, refuel, and start repairing the muscle damage you just caused. And this phase, it requires a totally different strategy. And you know what the ideal drink for this might be? It's going to surprise you. It's milk. Seriously. A simple glass of milk is an absolute recovery powerhouse. It's got a natural mix of electrolytes, carbs for energy, and that high-quality protein to kickstart muscle repair. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The data backs this up. This chart shows the Beverage Hydration Index. Basically, it measures how well your body actually keeps the fluid from a drink compared to just plain water. And look at milk. It scores way higher than both water and even sports drinks. That means your body holds onto that fluid much more effectively after a tough workout. So what about the trendy option, coconut water? Where does that fit in? Well, it's a fantastic natural source of potassium, and it can be a great choice for light rehydration, say after a shorter workout. But here's the catch. It's pretty low in sodium, which makes it less ideal when you've had a really long, super sweaty session and you need to replace some serious salt losses. Okay, so we've covered being sick. And we've covered exercise. Let's pull all of this together into a super simple, practical guide that you can actually use every single day. This is your cheat sheet. For just daily life and mild thirst, plain water is king. After a short workout, yeah, water or coconut water is fine. For that long, hard exercise, grab a sports drink. Post-workout, think milk or maybe a smoothie. And if you're sick, it's ORS, no question about it. It's all about matching the tool to the job.
All right, but before we wrap this up, there are a few really important warnings we need to cover. Because choosing the right drink isn't just about performance, it's also about staying safe.
Just 3 quick things to keep in mind. First, don't just chug electrolyte drinks if you don't actually need them. You can cause imbalances. Second, always be mindful of the sugar and calories. A lot of these drinks are packed with them.
And finally, and this is a big one, if you have any underlying health conditions like kidney or heart issues, you have to check with your doctor first.
Okay, we have covered a lot of ground today. So what's the single most important message you should be walking away with?
It really all boils down to 3 simple rules. 1. Match your drink to what your body has lost. 2. Always pay attention to the sugar and sodium content. And 3. Trust the evidence. These drinks are powerful tools for sure, but they're designed for very specific targeted uses. So, the next time you're feeling thirsty, or you're sick, or you're just stepping off the treadmill, take a second and think. Because now you have the knowledge to make the absolute smartest choice for your body. What are you going to reach for?